What's up everybody, Cassini Code here, back again with the Newcastle United career mode. Now obviously we left things off in a terrible fashion in the last career mode episode. We got battered by Southampton and then battered again by Manchester United. But the good news is the January transfer window is here, which means the scumbags that let us down in the last episodes can go. We've got £40 million to spend, and let's get straight into who we're going to be bringing into this club. Okay, so the players we're looking at in this January transfer window are, firstly, Callum Chambers from Arsenal can play centre-back, right-back and CDM. A young English player, got a lot of potential there. I feel defensively we are quite weak at the minute, but we'll talk about more of what I've got planned for that in a minute. Right now, Callum Chambers is a player we're potentially looking at. Matt Phillips from West Brom, also somebody to potentially look at. Wayne Rooney could be a decent signing as a veteran type player, somebody to bring off the bench, bring that experience, bring that quality. At 35 years of age, probably only going to play 1 or 2 more seasons. Good free kick accuracy, and we know from his time at Manchester United and Everton, this man is prolific. The comments requested Joe Allen, very interested in that. We've also got the likes of Tom Kearney as immediate signing. Now we do have Smith Rowe, Joseph Willock on here as well. Emile Smith Rowe and Joseph Willock from Arsenal, very young centre attacking midfielders, English, a lot of potential there, very good players. At the time of recording this, Smith Rowe scored the goal that basically put Newcastle out in the FA Cup when we played Arsenal a few days ago. So it was Smith Rowe potentially we could bring in, as well Joseph Willock. Matheus Pereira from West Brom could be a good player to bring in as an immediate impact. But what I'm potentially thinking is Jose Perez, bringing him back to the club. I know Leicester fans aren't too keen on Jose Perez. He was a very good player for Newcastle, but at the time that we sold him, he was our leading goal scorer for that season, and he would be somebody I'd be interested in maybe bring home back to St James's Park. But as you can see there, Matheus Pereira not looking to move. He's only just recently signed for West Brom. Not sure that's accurate, but nothing we can do, so he potentially might be somebody we look at next season. Okay, as stated, we are currently looking at our side defensively and thinking where it is weakest. Now, the reason I said when looking at Callum Chambers we had other options there is because of this. This is our current loaned out list. Now, we have Emil Kraft out on Ajax. He can play right back and also centre back. Not sure I like him as a centre back. I think he's a bit too short. I believe he is only, I think 5'11". I'm not 100% on that, but I don't believe he's tall enough. You have to be over 6 foot for me to be a centre back. This man, Kelland Watts. Now I do believe in youth players being given an opportunity, especially now with dynamic potential. Kelland Watts we could potentially look to recall, but I think the smart option straight away is this man, Lejeune, out on loan at Deport Alvarez. I'm thinking we bring him back to Newcastle United for the remainder of the season. We use him now while he's still a decent age. He's gone up in overall already at Deport Alvarez. I think we'll bring him back and see if he can help steer the ship into this, as it were, as we're going a bit downhill at the minute after the last episode. So I think that is the smart option, so we're going to bring Lejeune back. Something else I want to quickly touch on is this. Mark Gillespie currently very unhappy with us at the minute because he's not getting enough game time, as you can see there. He's happy with the team performance, God knows why, but he is not happy with his game time. Looking at our goalkeeping situation, we've got Carl Darlow, we've got Martin Dubravka. Gillespie, realistically, is probably not going to get into this team at any point. We're going to keep him for now, but if a transfer offer comes in, we'll most likely sell him. So a player I'm immediately looking to get rid of is this man, Federico Fernandez. We played him a couple of times this season. Performances below average, not good enough for Newcastle United. 31 years of age, 77 overall. I'm thinking we cash in on him now. Another player that's let me down this season is this man, Jeff Hendrick. Not good enough for me. Played in a few games, very rarely made any impact, very rarely noticed he was there, so he will be up for transfer list as well. Apart from that, realistically, I'm not looking to sell anybody else. I'm happy with the 3 strikers we've got as options. Dwight Gale, obviously, as you can see, they're wanting more game time. That will come because he's on excellent form. Callum Wilson as well, fantastic player, we're very happy with him. Joe Linton, not been great, not been terrible, we're going to keep him for now and see maybe if we can look to get somebody else in next season. Another thing we want to touch on in this episode is this. This is our youth academy now. We've got a couple of players in here, for example, just off the top of my head, Peter Dodd, a right midfielder who can play centre attack and midfield. He could be something special. I'm very much wanting to give the youth players an opportunity in this season. So we're going to promote a couple now for the game against Burton and see if we can maybe rotate them into the squad and get some new young players at Newcastle United to push on for the future. So FA Cup time now. We're playing Burton Albion, and this is going to be the starting 11. We've got Dwight Gale up front. Sean Longstaff sat directly behind him. First team debuts for the new youth team players of Dodd, Guy and Rayner, as you can see there. Isaac Hayden wearing the armband today, sitting in that centre of the defensive midfield. We're going to have Lewis in the back four with Lejeune and Nathan Young also getting a starting 11 debut from the academy. Tiondre Yedlin's going to play, and Mark Gillespie also getting his opportunity to start in the first team. We have got also Kai Roberts on the bench, another youth player who's come through the academy, but hopefully this is a win and we can progress in the FA Cup, because as you remember the last episode, we got hammered. It'd be nice to start off with a win. Let's get this underway in the FA Cup. The FA Cup never really been a tournament that favours Newcastle United, but hopefully this will be a win and we can progress. Dodd does well. Dwight Gale's put Dodd through. It's Dodd on his debut, and he scored. 18 years old, 9 minutes into his debut, and we have gotten a goal. Brilliant link up from Gale, threads them through. I thought the keeper would come out for it. First time finish from Dodd. What a goal for the young 18-year-old on his first ever start. Ball Rayner. Guy has stayed on side. He's chipped that in. Dwight Gale, and it's 2. What a finish from Gale. What a cross from Guy. And we are 2-0 up. Look at this from Guy. Just takes his time, no rushing. Chips it into the middle, and Gale with that scissor kick goal. Just a little tap. All it takes to push it past O'Hara. And we are 2-0 up in the cup. Burton doing very well with the passing here. We haven't been able to touch the ball in ages. Here's Ennis. Oh, Young's been turned. What a save from Mark Gillespie. Yedlin caught out of position, but Lejeune's recovered and then given it away. Lejeune's got to be careful. We've got to be careful. What a save from Mark Gillespie. Good pass this to Ennis. The referee's given the penalty. It is such a soft decision. The slightest touch and Ennis has hit the floor. It's what Burton have been looking for all game. Let's look at this again. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if you're going down like that, that is shocking. Gillespie's had a great game. And it's even better! What a save! Look at that save from Mark Gillespie. Brilliant. Not a great penalty, but a fantastic save. Rayner wins the clearance from the keeper. There's Dodd. Guy, brilliant ball to Nicholas Rayner! What a save from O'Hara to deny Rayner his goal on his debut. Look at this save from O'Hara. It's a brilliant strike from Rayner. Powered, and O'Hara just gets over to it. Well won by Roberts. Ball to Rayner now. And it's come through beautifully for Guy. Can he get a debut goal? He can't! He's put it wide! That's not a bad ball. But there's Dodd. And now we could potentially get on the attack again. It's Dodd through on goal. It's Dodd! And it's not! It's another fantastic save. What a save this is from O'Hara. 1-on-1. And he's just got across for it. Guy swung this in. Joe Linton's in there. It's cleared. Guy again with another cross. Seymour. And it's just gone wide. But that is it. We are through. Burton put up a good fight, but they were more interested in possession than attacking, and we've gone through. Okay, so it is the huge game now. It's the first leg of the semi-finals against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the EFL Cup. We are away first. We're at the Molineux. We're going to go with the best starting 11 I can put out at the minute, which is Callum Wilson up front with Fraser St. Maxim and Jacob Murphy supporting, James Milner and Isaac Hayden in behind, with Jamal Lewis, Jamal Lascelles, Fabian Scher and Manquillo in defence. Martin Dubravka will get the nod from between the sticks for today. Dwight Gale makes it to the bench for this one, although he's, as you can see there, fitness after the Burton game a little bit low. I was tempted to put the young players in for this one, but I just think it's a big game. We're going to have to rotate the squad, and I think the Wolves team is just going to be too much for them in this one. Well won there by Scher. Into St. Maxim to Wilson, who holds up play. Murphy's trying to get away and has been released. Murphy's through on goal. It's Jacob Murphy with the first goal in the cup. And 5 minutes in, our counter-attack is back and we are leading Wolves. What a ball this is from Wilson. Just splits the defence. Murphy just using that speed. Low-driven shot across Rui Patricio's goal. It's low-driven. It's hard to get down to and we are leading Wolves. Good attack this from Wolves. Fabian Schär does brilliantly. Wins the ball back. St. Maxim using that speed. Just no fear. Just charging at the Wolves defence. Could this be a goal? Could it be a goal? It isn't. What a save. What a save from Rui Patricio. Hayden, try to close that down please. He has done. Murphy. And Hayden's going to hit this. What a save. What a save from Rui Patricio again, being fantastic today, keeping Wolves in this fixture. Look at this hit from Hayden. That is low driven, that is going straight into the bottom corner, and Patricio just dives straight across. Brilliant, brilliant save. Lascelles wins out. Yes, Fraser, Wilson, across the goal, St. Maxim, 2-0. Brilliant passing goal. And we're in front of the travelling supporters. We are 2-0 up in the Molineux. You've got to feel now that is one foot firmly in the Carabao Cup final. Good pass there from Wilson. Just threads it straight through for Fraser. St. Maxim side foots it calm into that bottom corner. And Wolves just passing us around here, trying to sort of get their heads back in the game. Well won by Milner. Wolves caught in possession. Callum Wilson now just breaking at the defence. Eric Dyer's out of position. Wilson's hit this. What a goal from Callum Wilson. What a finish. Look at this. Just breaks away and just hits that right into the top corner. That is an absolute rocket from Callum Wilson. And that's going to do it for the half. We are 3-0 up. With 3 away goals, it's going to be a hell of a mountain for Wolves to climb when they travel to St James's Park later in this fixture. And that is it. Nothing much happened in the second half. It was a pretty boring second half, to be fair. All the action in the first. We have beaten Wolves in the first leg away from home. 3 important away goals. Surely now we have got 1 foot into the final. So the final game in this episode is going to be against Manchester City at the Etihad. We're going to go with this team to start with. It's going to be Dwight Gale up front with Fraser, St Maxim and Murphy behind him. Then Longstaff and Shelvey making that centre mid partnership. At the back four is going to be Jamal Lewis, Lascelles, Schär and Yedlin. Martin Dubravka is in the sticks and we are going to sim this one. So it's a 3-0 hammering. We didn't even manage a single shot all game, which is absolutely disgusting. Man City had 64% possession, just absolutely ruined us. De Bruyne, Mahrez and Tagliafico getting the 3 goals. Okay, so this is interesting. Arsenal have offered us 13 million for Joe Linton. Now, I wasn't actively looking to sell Joe Linton, but with Arsenal being the club offering, I'm tempted to negotiate and see if we can con them for a bit of money. So the initial offer is 13 million from Mikel Arteta. I'm going to try and be brave and ask them for 18 million. Arsenal have straight up said yes, we are selling Joe Linton for 18 million to Arsenal. Mikel Arteta is clearly a very desperate man. Some more transfer offers in here now. We've got one from Braga for John Joe Shelvey for 11 million. That is straight up getting rejected. But this is an interesting one. Red Bull Leipzig have offered us £7 million for Federico Fernandez. I'm straight up accepting this. I want this man out of our club. He's not done well. He's cost us goals in big games. And now with Lejeune back, we do not need him. So he is being hopefully sold to Red Bull Leipzig. So to wrap things up in this episode, we're going to finish by looking at the league table. Liverpool still holding on to that top spot. They are currently first on 57 points. Spurs sitting second on 53, with Leicester chasing down the title as well. Then a big gap, 10 points between third and fourth. Manchester United holding that down by a point over Manchester City, who went into 5th place after their 3-0 win over us. We do have a game in hand, so we could regain the top spot of 4th out of them 3 clubs. We're only a point off Manchester United, sitting in 6th. Looking at the bottom of the table though, it is interesting to see Arsenal still in 18th. They do have a game in hand, so potentially could climb out of the bottom 3, but after 22 games they've won 4, drew 7, lost 11. Mikel Arteta surprisingly still in a job, It'll be interesting to see how the season ends. Could we see Arsenal being relegated? The other semi-final of the Carabao Cup is Manchester City versus Leicester. They drew 1-1 in the away goals. We would be hoping for Leicester in that, as that would be the easier fixture out of the two, with our 3-0 win over Wolves, so it's looking very likely that we are going through. Our FA Cup 4th round has been drawn, and we really have been shafted here. We are at home to Liverpool, who, as you remember, beat us 3-0 at St James's Park, so that is going to be one hell of a game. Okay, things to look forward to in the next episode. We have got the game against Leeds at home, then we're away at St Mary's Stadium at Southampton. We've then got the FA Cup against Liverpool, and 2 days later, the fixtures coming thick and fast. We have got Wolverhampton Wanderers in the remaining leg of the Carabao Cup, followed by Brighton. We may potentially get the entire month of January done in the next episode, seeing how things go, but with fingers crossed we can go through in the Carabao Cup. Thinking going through in the FA Cup might seem like a stretch now, but that is going to be one busy month, one busy episode. I think there are a lot of 5 games, really none of those I can say were easily winnable. Normally I would say Southampton was, but as you remember, they turned us over 6-3 in the last episode. So make sure you're coming back for that episode, guys. Make sure you're hitting like and subscribe. If you've got any players you want me to bring in, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to be hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, leaving comments, letting me know who to bring in. Also, if you've got any ideas on what we should be doing differently, let me know. I'll try and implement it any way we can, but this is going to be a very difficult month, and fingers crossed we come out of it a lot better than we did in the end of December. But that's going to do it for me. Take care, all the best.